Okay, guys, so I did want to talk about the second book that I feel was really important in my life. I actually read this book recently. There were a ton of books I read in between, but this one was a life changer because it did explain to me not only how my parents are who they are, um, but also how they became to be who they are and how I can also become a better, I guess, person in general. It kind of explains why people, I guess, have their certain setbacks or mindsets. And I think one of the most important things that I learned and was able to apply was that this book did verify in writing that the type of people my parents were or are is unacceptable from a parenting perspective. That even though it felt like, from the outside they were taking good care of me, in reality, that gut feeling that you have that maybe your parents weren't exactly good parents, it can be verified with this book. It does range quite extensively from mental problems all the way to the physical aspects of, I guess, misparenting. I think that's the best way to put it. But this book was excellent. I am in the middle of reading a second book. But one really major thing that this book did was it did, support my thought that there was something wrong growing up with my parents, and that you have to deal with it for the rest of your life. And everybody has their problems, but the most important thing is being able to identify the problem. So you know, everybody has problems, and to be honest, I feel that this book will explain to you that the problem actually was manifested to you at a young age from your parents. Maybe not on purpose, maybe on purpose, but either way, the generational, I guess, problem, it can be stopped with you, and you can start a whole new generation of better people, kinder people, and more fulfilling duties as a human being. I mean, yes, it teaches you how to be a great parent, but also it definitely teaches you how to become one of the best type of a friend, supporter, even stranger in life. I mean, just being able to set a good example everywhere you go, because it teaches you like a lot of stuff, like how you mentally or physically or whatever, became who you are. I absolutely highly recommend this book. Um, if you have any type of problems that you feel are holding you back, creating these major setbacks in your life, this is a great book because it explains to you where that setback originally comes from and how you deal with it. Just me personally, just to kind of let you know how I dealt with it, I had to create a huge separation between myself and my parents. I stopped basically listening to them or giving them opportunities to say things that I didn't feel were necessary for them to say. I basically keep things to an absolute minimum. Now, of course, that could be somewhat painful for some people, hard to do. But to be honest, if you keep trying to do the same thing over and over and over again and it's not working, then you have to change your approach to the situation, because in all honesty, you can't expect people to change to your fitting. You have to make the amends yourself, and it could be a very unpleasant one for sure. But definitely, I'm pairing this book with another book. I haven't finished reading it and the other book, so I won't bring it up. But this book was great, and it identified pretty much, I would say, all of my major problems and issues, and I have greatly improved after taking action after reading this book. So hopefully, it will help out you guys as well. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.